Hi everyone, it's Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art and the Hollywood Carney on YouTube. As promised, I am going to show you what is in my bead boxes. Today we will be looking at the jewelry findings and charms, and hopefully you will find some ideas that you can make as well. And keep in mind, I do have bead kits in case you get in the mood to create something of your own. So let's see what we have here. So let's start with chain. Any of the little pieces can always be used for something, and I just like to have a lot of it on hand. I buy broken belts from the junk store because, as you know, chain can be kind of pricey since it's sold by the foot. I like to have it in a variety of colors and sizes, and I'll show you an example of what I did with some chain. So think outside of the box. I took a beer can from Texas. It's Lone Star. I made this about 12 or 15 years ago. As you can tell, I've loved it and worn it a lot. I lined the edges with the chain just to give it a more softer look to the crude look that it has going on. And I always get a lot of compliments when I wear it. So don't limit yourself to a bracelet or a necklace. Think outside of the box. I also like to keep a variety of head pins, eye pins, and those are my favorite ones with the little ball at the end. I think they give a much more elegant look. And of course, it's important that you have a variety of colors, gold, copper, silver, just because you never know what a customer might request. And also try to have the coordinating ear wires, although sometimes, as you will see, I like to mix my metals, so I will have different colors mixed together like they did in the 70s, the tricolor. Maybe some of you might remember. Sometimes when I'm at the Bead and Gem show, they will have bags of great findings on sale, and I will just buy them because I know I can use them for something and use them in my bead kits. So let's look in this next box. So that's just gray ear wires and more basic findings. I didn't realize how many colors I really have. So let's look at this. More earring components. So the other little pieces are chandelier pieces, and I like to use those for ornate earrings. I love just looking at these. I just get thousands of ideas. There goes my dogs. I think Peter's home, so I'm going to take a quick break and get right back with you. When you're choosing chandelier parts like this, make sure that if you're going to use them for earrings, you can flip it over and they will be balanced. Now, these little type of ear wires I used as an example in this earring, the little goddess earring with the sunflower, and I really like that, and I used up a lot of the space at the top of the ear wire, so those were fun to make. And the beads stay on with a little tiny crimp. And see how I put the flower in the goddess? Sometimes I like when things don't match. Now these earrings I truly love. I almost kept these for myself, but I didn't. See what I mean about the crescent moon being able to be flipped? When you're making earrings, you want it to be balanced. And I used vintage Holy Bible charms. And these, this is the Green Man earrings with the aqua aura and the fairy and the lucky charms. Those are super cool too. I've sold a lot of these earrings. You can see pictures of my happy customers on my Instagram. Now look how I used the little leftover chain right there. So even the little pieces, even if the chains don't match and you have enough to split and put on both earrings, do it. So let's look in the next box. Now this is a little alligator clip or a roach clip. And in the 70s, I know people stuck feathers in them and pinched the edge and put them on their cowboy hat. And then this was my personal little one that I carried. I stuck it on my handbag, and I also used it as a zipper pull before zipper pulls were happening. And I used to have a ton of those lanyards. I don't even know what to do with them now. So let's see. And then there's also ring shanks. This box is kind of my catch-all box. And that's for a hairpin. You could put a picture in there. Bulb pins. And these are spring cages. These are pretty cool. You can stick your favorite stone in there. Switch it out on a daily basis. It will actually fit more than one stone depending on the stone size. This is pyrite. You can put a cord or a ball chain or some type of ribbon and just put it through the loop. It doesn't have to be anything fancy since it is a very casual little cage. And I love using these for ephemera, and I have tons of little pictures. Once I glue it in place, I just add a little bit of diamond glaze and let it dry, and then there's a little charm. You can use it on an earring, you can use it on a bracelet. Ooh, look at these. So this is by Tim Holtz, and these are some ball chains. Make sure you don't lose a little piece because that's the only way you can get it connected. But the plus about that, you can cut it to any size. And then these are his little reproduction tags. So baby beads. This is a baby bracelet I made my son over 25 years ago, and I just love using baby beads. And you don't have to be a baby to wear the beads. Those are the copper jingles. These are used in Native American jingle dresses. And this is a medicine bag I made myself about 20 years ago. And I put them at the bottom on the fringe. And I just love the way this came out. It's one of my favorite pieces. And it does jingle when I walk. And this is just sterling silver bits and pieces. Always make sure that you have on hand the clasp and the ear wires and the head pins, because when you work with sterling silver, you do get more money for your product, and it's well worth it in the long run. And this I bought at a paper show. It was in the showcase. It's a little sterling silver bird. My mother loves birds. And these are some other vintage pieces that I have, some charms, Western charms. And oh, look at this. My sister bought these vintage Asian pieces for me, and I just love this. I've had it for 25 years. This one I've had forever as well. I used to sell these in my gallery, and I made these earrings out of the sterling silver ear wires and never really shined it up after that. I just love that look. And so you can take some little Western charms, put it on a basic chain, and these are my charms from my travels to Santa Fe and other cool Arizona places like that. Look at this vintage charm. The little man is falling out of the outhouse reading a book. That is so funny. And these are basic sterling silver spacers. You need those for your earrings. And then look at this charm. I purchased this at the Pasadena College swap meet. It's a vintage cross. I don't know too much about it, but if you do, message me. And then these are my other little fun sterling silver charms. I do sell a lot of little delicate bracelets. That's pretty cool. So also keep in mind that you do need gold-filled items. You need rhinestone items, rondelles, a little bit of flash Cadillac. Ooh, these are my favorite. And also, I love silver alloy from the Middle East. And you need tons of clasp in different colors. You need different types of crimps because you can make all kinds of fun things. And even like chokers and bracelets. This was made with a fun little ribbon. Could be worn anytime, and it is on my Etsy store. Look at the little skull and bones and the little Day of the Dead charm that is hanging from it. And then so in the same aspect, I kind of did one with a pentagram. And then my boyfriend is so nice. He always buys me something from Chanel. So when my gift comes wrapped in the Chanel ribbon, what do? I recycle it, of course. And I must share the goods. So all I did is I just clamped on that little crimp, and look, a beautiful little Chanel bracelet. And I have sold some of those on Etsy as well. So there's only like 1 or 2 left. So if you like it, buy it. And let's see what else is here. So these are the ear wires, ear clips, and posts, because you never know if you have a customer who doesn't have pierced ears. And then you have to have a ton of split rings, jump rings, so you can hang your charms and connect all of your clasp. Ooh, that's a mouthful. And then what do you do with key rings and key fobs? Well, I decided to recycle a bottle cap and turn it into a keychain, and voila. So I really like that. And that particular little fob is from the Tim Holtz also. So, and I use the diamond glaze on Frida Kahlo. And what is this? Oh, this is some more basic spacers. I'm trying to show you guys everything and talk fast, and seeing all of this is making me talk real super fast. So this is a charm holder, and what you do is you put it on a rope or a leather strap, and you can dangle your charms from it. And that's Shrinky Dink that I drew the little yoga man and colorized him. And then in the same aspect, I decided to use the Lucky Beckoning Cat. And, you know, just hang like 3 pieces on there. So what do you do with the button? Well, this is my favorite leather bracelet to wear in the pool. Yes, I do wear my stuff in the pool. Cones, these are very important. Why? Because I like to use them in my Native American beaded earrings. And I think I need to make a video and show you guys how to make those. I love those. These are my favorite silver and copper Hishi African beads. And then some antique color, brass tone, spacers, all kinds of bits and pieces. And then angel wings, feathers, and religious metals. So what I like to do with that is take a crystal and complement the crystal with an angel wing. And then just, I did a little fancy knot there. And that's citrine. Citrine welcomes in the wealth. And then so on this one, I use citrine again. And then I put a cross and Virgin Mary and just tied 3 simple knots. And then, oh look, put a little charm hanging off the chain. It's nice to finish it that way. And then sports charms. Yes, lots of girls love sports. And so for my sister's friend, I designed her that one. Peter's secretary. She loves the Dodgers, and I made her that bracelet. I am a Red Sox fan, by the way. But, hey, all is fair and love in the game. Oh yeah, I love using the recycled dog tags. And then I shop with one lady at the beach show, and she has these reproduction Lucky Charms. And look at the little crowns. I like using those too. You can tell I love all my beads. And look at the skeleton key. And what do you do with the little heart? Well, this is what I did with the little charm heart. I took one of those little glass bottles. I put some real roses in it, and an aura quartz, and I hung the little heart at the top. And look at that. So special. And then goddesses. We're all goddesses. That's a bone goddess, an African fertility goddess, and a turquoise goddess, and a Willendorf goddess. And look at the other one. So this is what I did with the goddesses. I made a little spiritual pagan necklace, and the Willendorf with rose quartz and wire wrapping the wings. And look how cute she is. That is so cute. So what do we have here? Butterflies. I love butterflies and horseflies. You know, dragonflies, as you guys call them. Oh, he's cool. He's the green man with the butterflies. So what? Oh, these are the really fun brooms and pentagrams and tarot cards. And look at the little witch on the broom and the cauldron, skulls, pixies, and the green man. So what did I do with these? Well, I decided to make an incense burner. So cool. So I decided to wire wrap the green man with some faux leaves, pheasant feathers, duck feathers, and some turquoise and coral. And then I did the same thing with the little Ouija board, the skull hand. I wire wrapped a little ring on him. Put a little pixie, a fortune teller, a clear quartz cluster. Now this is what I did with my little truck and vehicle charms, is that I thought maybe somebody might need a dream catcher for their vehicle. So I made a very simple little dream catcher that is lightweight, and you can hang it on your rearview mirror. And recycled suede from a Bob Mackie jacket. Moon and the stars. And what else is here? Our winged friends. That's fun, that little owl. Peace. and eyes, Om Namaste. I love using these. As you can see, the little hand up there, and then cowboys and Indians, little cow heads and tomahawks and cowboy boots, anything Western, and then these really cute little postcards and a birthday cake. I can't wait to make some bracelets out of those. That would be a perfect gift. And look at these earrings. They're double-sided. It says I love you, and I did put the little crown on top. The blowfish is out of bone. Look at the fish and the seahorse and the whale's tails. So I decided to make a hair stick. And I used freshwater pearl, aquamarine, a real seashell, coral, you name it, I believe I put it in there. That was really cool. And I love hands. My friend is always saying that I buy lots of hands, but hey, I just love the meaning behind it because they're used worldwide in different cultures for luck, health, friendship, generosity, and happiness. So I made a really cool little dream catcher with a little variety of the hands. And I use them with the Shrinky Dink on Frida Kahlo. And then what do we have here? Marijuana Fun. So for some of you gals and guys that like to use that little bit of natural herb, this is for you. Look at that bracelet. Earrings with the peace sign. And I like to use lava because the lava looks like the fresh marijuana. So I've seen in pictures, believe me. So there's rose quartz at the top of that, inside that crown, and look at the mushroom. So I really appreciate you guys stopping by and looking at this video with me. And I really hope that I inspired you to make something fabulous. And it really doesn't take a lot to create a little piece of happiness. So be sure and check out my Etsy if you like any of these items, and my Instagram for thousands of pictures. So you guys be cool, be happy. Bye.